Hi there, I'm Joanne from TrueAuthenticPower.com from Tapping.me, and I'm also the creator of the program Catapulting to Confidence. So, you know how when you have a situation that you don't want that to be the answer? You know what I'm talking about. Like if you're dieting, you don't want to have to give up sugar or the treats or not eat after a certain time at night because that's what you're told has to happen to lose weight, or you don't want to exercise, or if you're doing some business things and you have to do some public speaking and you hate public speaking and you don't want to do that, or your employer expects you to travel and you hate to travel for business, or let's see, what do you have to do in a relationship? You have to take care of this or that, or you get the idea. I don't want to have to do that. This can apply to health. I don't want to have to give up that. I don't want to have to take this. I don't want to have to go on that. It can apply to anything: love, business, relationships, anything in your life. Whenever you are feeling a resistance to, I don't want to do that, I don't want that to be the answer, now you're kind of in a tug of war internally because your conscious mind may say, but you have to do that. And your subconscious mind is saying, but that's going to be painful and you don't want to go there. So now you've got a conflict between your mind and body, your energy, and what solution might be able to show up to be different, to be better, to be a different possibility that you could never even uncover or attract because you're in this internal conflict. So I wanted to do some tapping, and I'm going to be real general here. So I want you to plug and play with what your issue is. So before we go forward, I want you to think about something in your life that you've been told you have to do it a certain way, and you don't want that way, that solution, that answer to be the answer. You might want it to be something easier for you that won't bring you pain or suffering or just something that doesn't feel right. You might want to have a different answer and solution. And what if there is a different answer or solution, but you're so locked into, I don't want to do this, that you can't find the other answer or solution, or you can't free your energy up enough to honor a different solution or get a result in a different way because you're so caught up in the fight? My goodness, have I been here. I mean, you can pick a topic and there's probably something I have been resisting about. I think that's pretty common. I don't think I'm alone with that. It's just I'm bringing it to the forefront and acknowledging that that is part of what we do when we look at something that says, I don't want that to be the solution. It may be about a breakup, that you think you're supposed to break up from someone, or you're supposed to move, or you're supposed to find a new job or a new career, or you get the idea. Something that you're thinking is the solution and you don't want that to be the answer. So I'm going to assume you know how to tap. I'm going to start on the karate chop on the side of the hand. And you are responsible for your feelings. So if something comes up, I'm hoping this will be a release and a relief, because when you stop the internal fight and you acknowledge what's going on, then you're open to other possibilities. And that's what I'm hoping will happen for this. But just in case some anger or tension or frustration or, that gripping, grabbing, resistant kind of energy comes up, you are responsible for that. Tapping is not stirring up anything. It's just opening it up and bringing it to the surface. So I want you to take a deep breath and think about something that you may be resisting or thinking, I don't want that to be the answer or the solution. Where do you feel that in your body? What are you doing as soon as you say, I don't want that to be the answer? Are you getting tense and tight somewhere? Is your mind going into overdrive with all the reasons? All the resistant thoughts? What emotions are you feeling? And I want you to tune into all of that while we're tapping. Starting on the side of the hand on the karate chop point. Ooh, as you take in a deep breath. Even though I don't want that solution to be the answer, I love, honor, and accept my feelings. Even though I don't want that to be the answer or solution, I love, honor, and accept myself. even though I'm convinced that will be painful, uncomfortable, difficult, will take away my choices, are forcing me into an avenue I don't want to go down. All these feelings are okay for me to feel. And I love, honor, and accept them all. Eyebrow, I don't want to do it. Side of the eye, there's something here that says no. Under the eye, it's going to be painful. Under the nose, or I'll have to suffer in some way. Chin, I don't want to do it that way. Collarbone, whatever it is, there's got to be a better way. Under the arm, but there's not. Wrist, this is what the experts say works. Top of the head, but they don't know everything. Eyebrow, there's a whole big world of energy. Side of the eye, and oodles of possibilities. Under the eye, don't do it that way. Under the nose, but they tell me I have to do it that way. Chin, and I don't want to. Collarbone, and the more you force it on me, the more I'm resisting. Under the arm, the more I'm forcing it on myself, the more I'm resisting. Wrist, I don't like that option. Top of the head, next. Eyebrow, I don't like that option either. Side of the eye, next. Under the eye, I want an option that feels good. Under the nose, that feels like it resonates with me. Chin, and so far these solutions don't do that. Collarbone, but what in this big, expansive world? Under the arm, there is a solution that would feel good and be effective. Wrist, for whatever I'm going through or dealing with. Top of the head, what if there's a solution for this issue? Eyebrow, that could be easier. Side of the eye, that I could get on board with. Under the eye, that would fit me and feel right. Under the nose, it might never have occurred to me there's another option. Chin, and because they are the experts telling me this is how it works. Collarbone, so what? Under the arm, I want to tune into a higher energy and power. Wrist, the force in the universe that runs my body without thinking. Top of the head, that keeps everything in the universe and world working. Eyebrow, tuning into that force and power, whatever I call it. This is where you can be personal, say God or universe or source or energy or matrix, whatever fits for you. Side of the eye, what if there's a resolution that feels good to me? Under the eye, that feels right for me. Under the nose, that feels right for me. Chin, that lands in my heart and soul with a yes. Collarbone, that's easy to incorporate. Under the arm, that brings the outcome I desire. Wrist with ease, joy, and comfort. Top of the head, that's not possible. Eyebrow, what if there is a solution like that? Side of the eye, but what if I don't do it the way they say I should? Under the eye, and what if I come up with a better solution than the way they say I should? Under the nose, is that really possible? Chin, I want to listen to my own divine guidance. Collarbone, to release my own internal resistance. Under the arm, I might be digging in my heels. Wrist, because there is a better solution for me. Top of the head, that there is a way that feels right for me. Eyebrow, wouldn't that be amazing? Side of the eye, as we're tapping on these points here, I want you to get into what that would feel like. Under the eye, what if it could be easy and it feels right? Under the nose, that would be amazing. Chin, that's the kind of solution I want. Collarbone, but what if it's not possible? Under the arm, miracles happen when we think outside the box. Wrist, miracles happen when we expect outside of the box. Top of the head, and I'm opening up to solutions that are right for me right now. Now take a deep breath. Now you can play this back over and over again, but the point is, how do you want to feel? How do you want it to feel internally for you, where you're relaxed and, oh, yeah, that's the right solution and it feels right. You want to be congruent with the things that are working for you, not necessarily because somebody's dictating this is how it has to look, whether that be in love, in life, in business, in career, in relationships, in any part of your life. Just because somebody else says so, that's the way it should look, that's the way it should be, that's not necessarily true. A lot of people came up with other solutions because they went outside the box. They listened to their own heart and soul and divine guidance or source guidance or whatever you want to call that, and with the expectation that there is a solution that will feel right. There is a solution that can solve this for me and be good for my heart and soul at the same time, that it'll feel right. Feel right in my body. You can tap through all this again. And the words that I'm saying here, whether I'm calling out the tapping points or not, you want it to feel right. To feel like, yeah, I can get on board with this. So I hope this helps. I hope it gives you some insight to stop resisting and saying, I don't want to do it this way. I don't want that to be the solution. But what would be the solution? And how relaxing my body would feel when I ease into the right solution for me. If you like these kind of solutions and discussions and tapping, you can subscribe to my channel on YouTube. You can sign up for my Facebook page. You can tap along and tap along and tap along with this until it feels right. And until our paths cross again next time. Bye-bye for now.